Hello everyone. In this video, we will implement XOR gate and XNOR gate using only NAND gate and NOR gate. So the first question is how to implement XOR gate using minimum number of NAND gate. Okay, so let's start. For that, first we will write the XOR gate expression. We know if there is two input in XOR gate A and B, then we will get the output of XOR gate is y is equal to a into b complement plus a complement into b, and also we will write the parallel NAND gate output expression also, that we also know if there is two input in NAND gate a and b, then we will get the output as a into b whole complement. Now our task is to implement this expression XOR gate expression using only NAND universal logic gate, and also there is one condition, we need to use only minimum number of NAND gate. So that we need to keep our in our mind during the implementation. Okay, now let's understand the implementation in simple way. So first we need to understand how the NAND gate works. So that you all know, like if there is two input in NAND gate X and Y, then if we will talk about the output, we will get the X into Y whole complement, that you can expand using the De Morgan's theorem in or expression as x complement plus y complement. Okay, if you want, this complement will not come in this variable or in this expression. Like if you want here the expression will come x plus y, then what you need to do, you need to provide a complemented input to the NAND gate, then these complement get cancel out and we will get this expression. Like if you will provide the complement output, then what expression will get in the NAND gate? So this expression you will get, and this expression will again expand. So here we will get the double complement in each variable, and these double complement will cancel out. We will get x plus y. Okay, so now let's connect this concept to the XOR gate implementation. If you will observe here the XOR gate output, in which there is two terms, a into b complement plus a complement into b, we will assume each term, like this term as x and this next term as y. Now come to the NAND gate. If there is two input that we have discussed here as x and y, then when we will get the output as x, z is equal to x plus y, when these both input has the complement sign. So just now we have assumed x as a into b complement, and the x, if x has the complement, that this term will also have one complement, whole complement. Similarly the y, we have assumed y as a complement into y, b sorry, then the whole complement will apply because the y has the complement. So what I mean to say here, we will get the output expression as a into b complement plus a complement into b, that is nothing but it is the output expression of XOR gate. That's all we are going to build here, implement here. Okay, so from here we have seen, like if there is the input, two input of the NAND gate, like when if one input has the value a into b complement and then whole complement, and the second input has a complement into b complement, sorry b, then again whole complement, then only we will get the XOR gate expression. Okay, so till here we have implemented the XOR gate almost 30 to 40%. Now our task is to implement these two terms. So what are the two terms? So first term is a into b complement and then again the whole complement, and second term is a complement into b and then again the whole complement. So first we will implement these the two terms individually, and then again we will connect this whole circuit to make a complete XOR gate. Okay, so if you will observe, if we will implement this, then we need to pass to a variable as a into b through the NAND gate, because this term has two variable a and b. So what we will get here, a into b whole complement, or we can say a complement plus b complement. Now tell me one thing, we need a into b complement. So what we can change here or multiply or add here to get this term. So if we will observe, then we can say if you will add here as or multiply here a input or a variable, then we can say this a will cancel out with the a bar and we will get a into b complement. What I am saying here, if you will multiply this a in this whole term, then something we will get like that, and this a into a complement will cancel out and we will get a into b complement. That is all we are looking. So we get this output expression as of this NAND gate as a complement plus b complement, and we have seen here we will add the a variable in this output, then only we will get the this term. So how we will get this term? To add the a variable. So I have added here. Now we will get a complement into b and a, and this, because of this NAND gate, we will get again a complement of this total term, and this if we will simplify this term, then it will look like this a into b complement and whole complement. That all we are looking, that we have discussed here. Like we need to implement the x complement. So this is x complement, nothing but it is the x complement. So we have implemented the x complement. Similarly, we will implement the y complement. So what is the y complement? Y complement is a complement into b and this whole complement. So this is the y complement. So again, similar to the x complement, if we will pass the a and b to the NAND gate, then we will get a complement plus b complement. Now our question is, to get a complement into b, what you need to add in this term. So if you will add a, if you will add b here, sorry, if you will add b here, then we will get a complement into b plus b complement into b. Then this b complement and b will be 0, and then finally we will get a complement into b. So similarly that we have did in the first term, in this term. So what we will add here, the extra input that we have seen here to get the final a complement into v complement. So we will add this v input in the second NAND gate, and here we will get y as a complement plus b complement and the v second input and the whole complement. Then what we will get, a complement into b and the whole complement because of the NAND gate. Okay, so we have successfully implemented the x complement and y complement. Now we will connect these all circuit together to make the complete XOR gate. In starting only, we have discussed if we will connect these two terms like a into v complement whole complement, and the second term is a complement into b whole complement to the NAND gate, then we will get the XOR gate output. So we have implemented these two terms individually, and that implementation we will connect in this NAND gate so that we will get the XOR gate. Okay. Now let's connect these three circuit together to make the complete XOR gate. Okay. So these are our three circuit that we have implemented individually. Now we will connect these three circuit together to make the complete XOR gate. So this is the first one. From here we are getting x complement means x var, that is nothing but a into b complement whole complement and here we are getting the y complement that we have discussed in starting only. And then again that output we will connect to the NAND gate to get the final XOR gate output. So like that we have implemented the XOR gate using the NAND gate. But one issue is there. We have seen the in question there is mention we need to use the minimum number of NAND gate. So if you will observe the circuit, then here we will see these two NAND gate are the same. So instead of these two NAND gate, means the implementation of these two NAND gate are same. So instead of these two NAND gate, if we will use only one NAND gate, and that one NAND gate output we will feed to this NAND gate and this NAND gate, then also that circuit will work, and in that we will reduce the one NAND gate count. So we need to reduce because in question only it is mentioned we need to use only minimum number of NAND gate. So I'm again creating one final NAND implementation circuit that will work like a XOR gate. So here these are the two input, and that we have seen here that output of these NAND gate are connecting through the again to a NAND gate, and this input is A and this input is B, and the output of these two second stage NAND gate again connecting to us like this NAND gate, and we will get here the output as A into B complement and plus A complement into B. Okay, so we will connect this input through the common input also to give a clear look. Okay, so this is the final implementation of XOR gate using NAND gate. Okay, in interview and test as well, one question formed from this question like how many minimum number of NAND gate required to implement the XOR gate. So that answer you can give from this implementation. So we have used how many gates NAND gate to implement the XOR gate 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these are the minimum number of NAND gate to implement the XOR gate. Okay, so now let's see the XNOR gate implementation using minimum number of NAND gate. Okay, that is very simple. If you have understood the XOR gate implementation using NAND gate, then that is very similar and nothing to do here. One basic fundamental that you all know how to treat a NAND gate as NOT gate. So for that we use to common provide a common input to the both input of NAND gate, and output as output we will get the NOT gate expression. So that fundamental we will use so that we will implement the XNOR gate using minimum number of NAND gate. So we have implemented the XOR gate. So in that XOR gate we will connect the NOT input, means this NAND gate, so that we will get the XNOR gate, and here we will say we have implemented the XNOR gate using NAND gate. Okay, so that is the previous circuit that we have implemented in XOR gate. So same concept, nothing we need to see a new concept here. Just we need to connect a NOT gate in output of the XOR gate. So this is the XOR gate output using the NAND gate implementation. So here we are getting like A into B complement plus A complement into B. And if we will again provide these output to a NAND gate, then we will get the complemented output of XOR gate. That is nothing but that will be a XNOR gate. So, like that, we can say we have implemented the XNOR gate using minimum number of NAND gate. Okay, so that all about the NAND gate, XNOR gate implementation using NAND gate. So how many gate we have used in the XNOR gate? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is extra one to provide or create a negative, means the XNOR gate. Okay. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching this video till end.